Hare Krishna. Today we are celebrating the BhadraPurnima festival in the evening today. One of the very important subject matter in the Srimad Bhagavatam is the living entity's ability to see Krishna's lotus feet or living entity's inability to see Krishna's lotus feet. Kuntimanan is telling, Janmaishwarya Shuta Shri Vireda Manavada Puman Naivarhatya Vedatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. She is telling, my dear Krishna, those people who are proud of their beauty or high learning or parentage, wealth, all these things, they become afflicted by false pride and they are unable to see your lotus feet. Then who gets to see your lotus feet? She is saying, Shinvanti gayanti gananti vikshnashaha smaranti nandanti tavehitam janaha tayeva pashyanta chirena tavakam bhava pravaho uparamam padambujam. So she is saying, tayeva pashyanti. Only those devotees will see your lotus feet, those who are constantly hearing, chanting and delineating your pastimes to others and they take great relish in seeing others also doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam and all that. So, what is the relationship between Srimad Bhagavatam and the chanting of the holy name? Because in Narada's talk with Vyasadeva, he is talking about both of them, the holy name and holy fame. Etadatura chittanam matra sparshe chaya muhu bhavasindu plavo drashto haricharyanu varnanam. So when he says that, description of the name, fame, qualities, pastimes and activities of the Supreme Lord, that is like a boat which can help the jiva to cross over the material existence very easily, he says. And therefore he asked whether we have to write the Srimad Bhagavatam. Now when one hears the pastimes of the Bhagavatam, then gradually one's vision is revived. Just like if somebody is a blind man and he is undergoing some operation in the eyes, later on the blindness is gone, then you revive your vision, then you can see who is in front of you. Imagine if a guest comes to your house, if you are blind, you can't see them, how can you welcome them into your house? Similarly, we want to welcome the Lord into our hearts, but for that we need the vision to see Him. If we don't see Him, how can we welcome Him into our hearts? We will be standing right in front of Him and thinking something else, due to our Janma, Aishwarya, Shuta, Shri and all that. So therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam's main goal is to tell us about Krishna's qualities, His pastimes, His activities and His dealings with His devotees and all these things. So Bhagavatam of course talks about the different energies which Lord creates and manages. But more than that, the Bhagavatam especially talks about the relationship of love with His own devotees in different rasas. So as we read the Srimad Bhagavatam, gradually one will come to a point where one understands Adaram, Madaram, Badaram, Madaram, Hasitam, Madaram, Hridayam, Madaram, Nayanam, Madaram. Everything about Krishna is sweet and transcendental. When one comes to this conclusion, and that is the point from where the prayerful attitude arises in the heart of the devotee. Prayer to Krishna, appreciation, admiration, gratitude, all these sublime qualities arise in the heart of the devotee. And the prayer culminates in chanting of the holy name. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranamo dukkha shamanaha tam namami harim param. There is one other verse which says, Swapriya nama kirtya jatanu rago dutachitta uchchaihi evam hasiti roditi rauti gayati unmadavan rityati lokabhahyaha. These verses says that as we keep hearing the pastimes, gradually the qualities of Krishna touch the heart of the devotee and his pastimes become memorable and they absorb the mind of the devotee. Then a prayerful attitude arises. The prayerful attitude solidifies as utterance of the Shuddhanam, pure name. And when the Shuddhanam is uttered by the devotee, devotee's hair stands on end and tears well up in the eyes. devotee jumps, dances, rolls on the ground and shouts loudly, cries. In this way, all the Ashtasattvic Vikar manifest in the body of the devotee. In this way, the holy fame supports the holy name. The utterance of the holy name clears our consciousness to hear the holy fame with even more eagerness. Like Ajamila was not interested in hearing about the Lord before, but when Yamadutas came, Vishnudutas came, then he heard the holy fame from Vishnudutas, and then he became committed to chanting the holy name and dedicating his life. But the Srimad Bhagavatam, the last verse which I told just now, is the conclusion of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the chanting of the holy name. So, although there are vast ocean of Vedic literature which are talking about various subject matters, both mundane and transcendental, the most important scripture in the entire Bhagavatam, entire Vedic literature is the Srimad Bhagavatam. If you offer somebody a mango tree, mango branch, mango leaves, mango flower, raw mango and ripe mango, anybody will tell you that they will choose only ripe mango. And that ripe mango is Srimad Bhagavatam. So, the sweetest of all the scriptures is Srimad Bhagavatam, which was written in the maturity of Veda Vyasa. Even he needed an advice and guidance by Narada, after which he gave the conclusion of all the Vedic literatures, especially Vedanta Sutra, Bhashyam Brahma Sutranam. So, that Bhagavatam manifested in this world in the beginning of Kali Yuga by the grace of Krishna through Veda Vyas. So, this Bhagavatam Prabhupada wanted every living entity to have a copy. So, my request to all of you, tell your friends, relatives, whomever you have not yet reached this information to, you can, Venugopal Prabhu can provide you more details about if you want something to share with somebody on email or WhatsApp. We should reach out to as many people as possible. Today, evening there is a festival. You can tell them that taking Bhagavatam today is the most auspicious thing anyone can do in their entire life. On the BhadraPurnima to gift Bhagavatam or to receive Bhagavatam. And if they do that, then eventually their study of the Bhagavatam will solidify into utterance of the holy name purely, and they can finish their term in this material world and go back home, back to Godhead. Harinam Prabhu ki, Granthrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances and to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desert trees, ocean of mercy, full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha ananta koti vaishnava vrinda ki Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki